Good morning and good afternoon, everybody, irrespective of the country you are watching this live session. Welcome to H&H Global Education. Sorry for the interruption. Our 10 minutes earlier live we had to reschedule it after 10 minutes. So today we have invited one of our key partners, UKVI Higher Education, University's South Asian Regional Manager, Mr. Abdul Hamid will be joining with us. We're going to discuss about the different university that UKVI Higher Education offers, including University of Ulster, Northern Bay University London, Rowan University, Solent University. Bye. Assalamualaikum. Okay, let me see. I think my colleague just sent you a link, by. Can you have a look? Yes, sir. Okay, bye. Thank you. Sorry for the interruption. As we are discussing that UKVI Higher Education South Asian Regional Manager, Mr. Abdul Hamid, will be joining with us. We're going to discuss about the different courses available under the UKVI Higher Education. And the universities the UKVI Higher Education offer represent is Ulster University, London and Birmingham campus, Northern Bay University, London campus, Roehampton University, and Solent University. Our guest, Mr. Abdul Hamid, will be joining with us soon, and we're gonna add him into the board. Before that, we can have a short description about UKVI Higher Education, the courses they are offering. As 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 I mentioned earlier as well, the UKVI Higher Education offers variety of courses, including business management, computer science, and project management, and other business-related courses. The courses are from 12 months to up to 2 years. Along with that, students with bit lower grade in their bachelor degree, they will be able to join for the pre-master's course, and there is foundation course available as well for students who has finished their 12th grade recently. We're waiting for Mr. Abdul Hamid to join with us. But can you join? Yes, but if you can click on the link, then it will take you to the broadcasting area. Bye. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning, Hamid bhai. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I know it's been very difficult getting this link sorted, but hopefully it's all okay now, is it?
Yes, we can hear you. So, dear viewers, I'm welcoming our guest, Mr. Abdul Hamid, the Regional Manager for KIO Higher Education. As you mentioned earlier, that KIO Higher Education is one of the largest provider for the higher education in the UK, with offering 4 universities, different variety of courses. So today we're going to discuss about different courses offered by QI Education. As I mentioned earlier, that QI Education offers uh, 4 universities, represent 4 universities, including Ulster University, London and Birmingham campus, Northern University, London campus, Roehampton University, and Solent University. With the courses available from foundation course to bachelor degree and masters, the duration of the courses varied from 12 months to 2 years. Depending on the students' previous bachelor degree marks, the students have the available option for go for their pre-masters program as well. So I like to have our guest, Mr. Abdul Hamid, to give our guest for the opening speech.
Thank you, Milton. Thank you very much. Welcome, everyone. Hope everyone here is well and in good health. Very important time for all of us here. I think I was just looking at what kind of students that are managed to get into United Kingdom within the last 2 to 3 months. And it's been amazingly overwhelming in terms of how many students we have received from South Asia, especially from India and Bangladesh. It's been very, very high in terms of students coming, managing to get the visa success rate to pretty much like 99%, which is great to see. We initially thought it is going to be difficult in this situation for you guys to get your visas. It's not the case. The visas are coming through very thick and fast, and I think It's purely because of the candidates that we are getting, the quality of the students that we are getting, and the fact that United Kingdom have now opened up the borders for international students to join us in UK. So that's definitely played a part to it. Students are generally a lot more interested to study in United Kingdom because of the PSW, which is post-study work. This is now giving all our students an opportunity to do a degree and then move on to a post-study work to work for 2 years. And that opportunity just gives you basically another 2 years to make the money that you have spent within the university, within your accommodation, within your living cost. It's giving you the opportunity to make that money back and also have a bit more pocket money in your pocket to take back to your home country, or even if there was an opportunity for you to settle here and find yourself a suitable work placement. Again, it's got something that would kickstart or boost your career. So that's generally what's happening in UK. We're getting loads of students, which we are, to be fair, if you were to ask me, I'm very overwhelmed with the numbers that have been recruited for, especially for QA. What we've managed to do, quite in terms of our numbers, we managed to get at least 2,000 students from South Asia, and that includes Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, India, and Nepal. So the demand for the United Kingdom is always going to be high, but the visa ratio is very good at the moment, which basically means we are going to be expanding our network in South Asia again, and hopefully you guys who's applying for our January intake are going to be one of this one of the students that are in the upper level, where we should be able to start issuing visas from early November to mid November. So this is what we're aiming for. Generally, I believe we should be able to get your CAS letters out to you by mid November. So the reason this call here, I just want to say the viewers that are here, if there's any questions you guys have, please put their questions through onto the chat. What we want to see is we want to find out what kind of difficulties you are going, what's keeping you guys on hold. If there's any questions that's holding you back from coming to United Kingdom, if there's any uncertainty from yourself or from your parents. Today's session here, we want to answer all these questions and remove any doubts that you may have in your head. So if you have any questions about coming to United Kingdom, is it safe for you to be here? What's the requirements that's required to go to United Kingdom? What kind of English level is required? Where is your university based? Is my studies going to be online, or is it going to be face to face? Any questions like that, put it forward. Any candidates here who's listening, if you guys already hold an offer letter and you are now looking to move into your unconditional stage, please do ask. If you already hold it unconditional, if you want to know what the next step is, again, please do ask, and we will again go through your questions and give you a solution to how to move forward with your applications. So have a think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Milton, by today, what we want to do, I think we want to have a bit more interactive session, if that makes sense. So if your students out there, if they want to interact, ask questions, great. If they don't want to ask questions, they want to put it onto the chat, again, we could answer that. Or we could just talk about I could go into a bit more details about the university we have and go a bit more into details about the university for the time being. It's up to you how you want to.
Yes, so we want to actually because we have prospective students from particularly from South Asia, so they want to know about the courses offering for January session, respective of the university, the QI higher education offers, particularly Ulster University, London and Birmingham, Northern University, and also Solent University, including the foundation courses.
I'm going to share the spreadsheet of all the courses we are available, and I'll just tell you which ones we have. Let me share my screen. I think you might need to give me permission, yeah?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Let me know if you can see my screen, Brian.
Yes, I can see your screen, Brian. Yes.
You can see it, yeah? Can you see the spreadsheet coming up? Excel?
Excel sheet coming up, yes.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So here, anyone who is looking for a course and you are in a situation where you haven't made your mind up, I'm going to go through our foundation courses that we have available, along with our undergraduate course and postgraduate courses for our January 2021 session. So if you look at the first page here, where you're looking at QA higher education, This is us. Within our UKVI Higher Education, we have 4 universities that we are recruiting for international students. One thing we want to make you guys aware is any student who hasn't got English level. I at this point, I don't think you should panic. I don't think you should be in a position where you should be worried about how you're going to manage to book your IELTS center if IELTS centers are closed. One thing we have here is we've got a QA Presessional course. It's an online session which is done from your home country. It's like IELTS, but it's Presessional. So it's not a test. It's more like coursework. It will be done online for 10 weeks or 5 weeks, depending on what your English level is at the moment. You won't need any sort of qualification or anything to do that. All you have to do is, if you look at our January, February course start date, we're Presessional English available for 6 weeks. 5 weeks and 10 weeks. So if you are looking for a course which needs 6.0, then you need to do 10 weeks. The 10 weeks is £3,000. It's for 10 weeks. It will start on, this one has already started, so you would have missed it. The next session we have starting is in October the 26th, which is a couple of days time. If you are on this call here and you're needing your English test, you still can apply for the 5 weeks online QA Presessional. If your desired course is 6.5, you need to do 5 weeks. If your desired course is 6.0, you need to do 5 weeks. And if your desired course is 5.5, you need to do 5 weeks. They are 1,500. It's all online. It starts on the 26th of October and it finishes 4th of December. The application deadline is 16th of November and payment deadline is 7th of December for this law here. This is a great opportunity for you guys, whoever hasn't got eyes to do this. Subject to you passing your exam online, you would then be eligible to apply for your undergraduate or your postgraduate courses within the 4 universities we have. You look at our Northumbria University, which is a very ranked university. It's 27th now in UK. Again, it's climbed from 49 to 27. Again, that shows that we're doing amazingly well. Students are passing our exams. People are able to get the degrees of, especially international students. Our teaching quality is fantastic in terms of the pass ratios. Our lecturers are very, very helpful. Like I said earlier, all our lecturers are very qualified with degrees, especially in the areas that they are teaching. They've hold either a degree or a PhD on it. If you are from Bangladesh or even from India and you done your international intermediate or HSC, if you haven't got the relevant pass rate to go into undergraduate, it's fine. We wouldn't say, you know, I'll waste another whole year, do your HSC again or your intermediate. You'll be eligible to apply for International Foundation program. We have applied science, art and design, business and law, computing, engineering, humanities and social science. These are all held in our Newcastle campus in Newcastle. So Northumbria University, Newcastle. It's 15,500 for 9 months is the foundation course. You all would be here able to get a £4,000 scholarships on your international foundation program. To get into that course, you need 5.0 with no less than 4.0. That would give you a single CAS. But if you have a IELTS of 5.5 with no less than 5.5, you would get a joint CAS for your foundation and your 3 years undergraduate. So you get a 4-year CAS to UK. If, however, you've done your intermediate and it's a very good pass rate, but not the best for you to go into your direct entry, again, we have something called International Year 1. This is a undergraduate course. Everyone here is eligible for it. If you finished your HSC, apply for International Year 1. It's again taught in Newcastle, which is in the north of UK. So it's next to Manchester, not far from Birmingham. So it's amongst that size, yes, so slightly higher up. It's not in central London, it's up in north. International Year 1 is also 15,500. It's your first year to your undergraduate. And again, with a lower pass rate, we would be able to put you straight onto an International Year 1. So you could get your International Year 1 in business, in accounting, in economics, in entrepreneur, financial management, human resource management, international management, logistics, supply chain management, marketing management, and tourism industry. Tourism is huge, especially in Bangladesh. If you are looking to work in hospitality or anything, that would be the right course for you to do. Again, you need 5.5 with no less than 5.5 for a joint CAS, and you'll be able to go straight into your second year after you've completed your international year one. So these foundation courses and international year one are taught in Newcastle campus. However, in London campus, we have our master courses, which is for 1 year, which is costing you again 15,500, and it's 12 months. Course will start on 25th of January and it would end 31st of January 2022. Application deadline is 16th of November and the payment deadline is 7th of December. So you still have another 2 weeks left, 2 to 3 weeks left to make your applications and move yourself onto a payment stage and pre-interview stages before that. Ideally, we would want every single student to generally pay by 16th of November, but you go until 7th of December to make your payments. We would always suggest you not to make payments on the last stage because it is a rush hour period where things can get delayed. So to avoid risk and to avoid disappointment, please do make all your applications and your payments by the month of November. To get into Northumbria universities, you need 6.5 in IELTS with no less than 5.5. The fee course is 15,500. We have country bursaries. Again, country bursaries, depending on which part of the country you are from, we could give you scholarship from Northumbria University. You could get scholarship of 2,000 or 3,000 for your 1 year course. If you are from Bangladesh, it's slightly more because of the country situation. We do give slightly more scholarships for Bangladeshi students here. If you are looking to do a course which is more than 12 months, so you could do the same courses again in 24 months. So the courses that we got available in 24 months are luxury brand management. So anyone that wants to work in fashion, design, luxury brand would be ideal. Business analytics, anyone that is looking to open up a business, to do an entrepreneur course, again, you got available in masters. If you are looking to do a financial management course, so open up your finance or accounting firm, or even work in a financial district, you would generally be applying for a financial management course. If you are looking to work in like hotels and tourism industry, hospitality would be the right course for you. If you're looking to work in human resource, again, looking after people, looking after payrolls, well-being, human resource management would be the right course for you. If you're looking for international management course, so again, opening up your own business, trading, international business, so and so, again, international management would be the right course. If you're looking to move into marketing, so again, advertising, posters, banners, signs, anything along that line of promoting, marketing management would be the right course for you. If you're looking to go into development in terms of technology side, so web and development technology, again, this is more or less like software developments, like mobile developments, anything technical, that's the course that would suit you. If you're again looking to go into a IT area, MSc Computing and Technology with the right course. If you're looking into cyber, so cyber is something like looking after computers, adding adwares, adding softwares, protecting people's laptop, avoiding damages happening to people's laptop, avoiding hackers going into people's laptop, programs being stolen, hackers able to hack into people's format or even laptops, phones, anything like that. Cybersecurity would generally be the right course for you. Digital marketing, again, is pretty much like marketing, but not in paper based, it's all electronically done. Global logistic operations, supply chain management, again, that could be someone that's looking to get into a chain management system. And international project management, so anyone that is looking into like events, project management, running a project, running an organization, that would be the right course, which would be MSc International Project Management. So loads of courses available for you here. They're all 24 months because they all come with the word advanced practice. Advanced practice is basically a work placement that you get within your course. It lasts between 12 to 16 weeks, so 3 to 4 months within your degree. Once you have completed your degree, you would be able to do a 3 to 4 months of work placement. That work placement would be in an area where you could find yourself a work placement. If not, the university will find you a work placement. We would prepare you for your interview. We would do your CV for you. We would find you a placement, and we would prepare you for your cover letters and so on. So we would try to find that job placement for you. Generally, our success rate for work placement is 99%, so very high. We are the highest in terms of finding work placements for any students. It's because we are called QA, and QA has a very strong background with industry companies. So if you are applying for a course within us, generally you would 99.9% time you would find a work placement within our university. We would find that for you. And we're London based, which basically means there's more opportunities to find work placement. We also have 20 centres. We also have 20 centres in UK where students are also able to join them centres depending on what course they are studying. So you, like I said earlier on, with from university, if you are looking to do a 1-year course without work placement, you could do it and then move on to your post-study work, or you could do a slightly longer duration, which is 24 months, and then move into your post-study work if you want to do that in that route. You then have our next university, which is Ulster University, based in London and Birmingham. Ulster University. Sorry guys, I've got a call coming. I'm just actually sorry. Ulster University is in London and Birmingham. In that university, we've got courses from Presessional, undergraduate and postgraduate. First university I'll go into is Ulster University London. Here we have Presessional English, 12 weeks or 6 weeks. You can apply for this course if you have IELTS. Your IELTS has to be, to apply for the 6 weeks, your IELTS has to be 5.5 with notes to 5.5. To apply for the 12 weeks, your IELTS needs to be 5.0. So if you apply for these courses, yeah, you can get Presessional plus your degree as a joint class. Subject to you passing a Presessional, you'll be able to move on to your undergraduate or postgraduate. In January, we have 2 undergraduate courses available. You have BSc Computing and BSc Computing System with Diploma. One is 3 years and one is 4 years. You then have extended programs. Extended is called pre-masters or graduate certificate. They are called extended. Any student who's got a degree and they got a lower pass rate, so for instance 45 pass rate, you can get into a extended course. Extended course is basically pre-masters for 3 months, and then you do your master course. So if you look at this course, it's 15 months. The reason why it's 15 is because the degree is 12 months and the extended is 3 months, so that works out to be 15 months. Fee is 16,500. Again, you can get £3,000 scholarship on this course. And the reason why students would be applying for extended is because if you have a slightly lower mark rate on your undergraduate, you could get into this course here. Any student who has failed won't be able to progress on, but if you got a 3rd class, you need to do extended. If you've got 1st class or a 2nd class, you could go straight to your master's directly. If you look at our next tab here, you got extended with master course with advanced practice, and it's 24 months. The reason why it's 24 months is because you have pre-masters plus a master's plus work placement. This is why it's 22,000. Again, students that have got a 3rd class could apply for this course with a 1-year course or with work placement. The work placement would be 24 months. Without work placement would be 15 months with pre-masters. If you have a direct path, then you could go into our 1-year course. Again, 1-year courses are 13,000, 4,500. Anyone who's applying for an MBA needs to have 2 years work experience to apply for MBA. It can be part-time, it can be in your family business. All we need is a CV to state that you've worked in that place, and that's good enough for you to get entry to MBA. If you want to apply for MSc International Business, it's 12,500, 12 months, starts in January, finishes in 2020 in February. You need to make your application by 16th of November. Like I said, payment deadline is 7th of December. Or you could apply for MSc International Business with data analytics, or you could apply for international business with human resource management. 12,500, you can get £2,000 scholarship on all these courses here, which would work out to be 10,500 for a 1-year course. Anyone who is applying for a direct master's with work placement is 18,500 or 18,000. You can get, depending on what country you are from, again, you could get 2,000, 3,000, or even 4,000 on the advanced practice course. We have the same courses. So this was all in London, also University of London, and the same courses are also available in Birmingham. If you want to be in Birmingham or in London, you can apply for the same courses. In Birmingham, the courses are generally £500 to £1,000 cheaper. Then you have Roehampton University. In Roehampton University, we have our foundation courses available. The foundation courses in humanities, social science, or life science, or psychology. They are all 12,500. You can get 20% scholarship on the foundation courses. If you got a pass rate on your HSC, you could go straight onto an international year one, and that is costing you 13,000 or 13,140, and it's an 8 months course, and then you would straight away move into your second year of your undergraduate. In Roehampton University, you have foundation courses, and then you could go into a 3-year undergraduate courses, whichever course you want. Or you could go straight into an international year one. If you've got slightly better pass rate, you could go into international year one in business or accounting, whichever field you would in your desired course. But anyone who's looking for a business or accounting course, this is available for you in Roehampton University. Solent University in January, we are running only the foundation courses. You've got international foundation programs in business or STEM or in creative industry. Again, it's a lot more cheaper in Solent. It's 10,500 only in Solent. Again, we could give you 20% scholarship, so it would work out to be 8,600 for your course to study in Solent University. 8,600 for a foundation course is very, very cheap. IELTS requirement is 5.0 with no less than 4.5 for international foundation program. However, if you have 5.5 with no less than 5.5, you could get direct entry you could get joint class to foundation and undergraduate. We have got a couple of master courses available in Solent University in January. I will share that after this session here. So foundation and around 10 to 15 postgraduate courses are available in January. There is no undergraduate courses in January. All undergraduate courses are available in September only. So these are generally the 4 universities we are working with.
Yes, bhai. Thank you very much for discussing the different courses available at the QA partner universities, including Ulster, Northern Bay University, London campus, Roehampton University, and Solent University. As Hamid bhai already mentioned that majority of the courses offered by Solent University for January sessions are for foundations, and the next courses are for master's courses as well. We have Ulster University with foundation, 2 bachelor degree courses with master's course from 12 months to 24 months. We have Northern Bay University. The courses are from 12 months to 24 months, depending on the entry requirements and depending on the courses students are going for. Roehampton University offering foundation courses for January sessions. I'd like to have our prospective students who are watching this live session to start sending their questions to our Facebook Live messengers. Along with that, our WhatsApp number is open. You can send us a WhatsApp text message if you are available. And along with that, our email address is there on the screen, info@hhglobaledu.co.uk. You can email us if you have any particular question in hand. As part for the live session now, I'm going to discuss about particular aspects of January sessions, and along with that, the work placement opportunities available at different courses at Roehampton University, at Ulster University, Northern Bay University. We have started getting some of the text messages, and we're going to go through each of them after having a short discussion about the placement opportunities and also the entry requirements for the English entry requirements. Can you hear me?
Yes, sorry. Internet dropped on my one for a second. It's back. Tell me, what was the question? It was my internet dropped.
Yes. So basically, now students are asking about whether Duolingo has been accepted. I think QA Higher Education don't accept Duolingo in their courses.
Sorry, the internet keeps on cutting out. Yeah,
Yes.
Duolingo is accepted in Roehampton University. Anyone who's got Duolingo, you can provide it into one of our universities, which is Roehampton University as well as Solent University. While we're actually on the subject of English, if you are applying, we do accept medium of instruction, so which we call MOI. Any student who applies for Northumbria University, if you are from any of the board apart from Punjab, Haryana, or Kerala, apart from Haryana, Kerala, or Punjab, we accept all the boards. What you would need to do is you need to have 70% on your HSC and or 65% if you're from CBSE or ICSE, and we would waive off your IELTS. You would not need to do IELTS if you are from any of the boards apart from Haryana, Punjab, or Kerala. Some of the boards need 65% and some of them need 70%, depending on which board you are from. We would waive off your IELTS. That's for any students from India. Any student who is applying for Ulster University, again, if you have a MOI letter, that is not for Indian students, it's for everyone. So from Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, if you are listening, if you have a MOI letter, and if you have 55% on your HSC on your plus a medium of instruction letter from your university within the last 3 years, we would waive off your IELTS. So Ulster University, if you have a 55% on your HSC plus a medium of instruction within the last 3 years completed, we would take off your IELTS. You would not need to do IELTS. So anyone who's looking to get into a UK university but don't have IELTS, and if you got 55%, I would ideally ask you guys to apply for Ulster University. Very easy entry requirement without IELTS if you haven't got one. If you have got IELTS, Northumbria University would be good if you got 6.5. If you got 6.0, then Ulster University would be good. If you are from India, like I said earlier on, then Northumbria University would be good if you've applied, if you got 65 to 70% pass rate. We also waive off IELTS in Solent University for postgraduate. You need to have 70% on your pass rate within the last 2 years. And again, we will take off your IELTS.
Okay, so students who are coming from who are coming, because Duolingo was a bit quite popular English testing system for last couple of months because of the IELTS centers has been closed down. So students who want to do their foundation courses, because previously there was a requirement that students are going for a foundation below level 6 qualification, which is basically foundation or international year 1. They have to have UKVI IELTS. So if any students wants to go for their foundation course with Duolingo, will they be able to do that?
They can. For I will need to get back to you about the pass rate, what score is required, but they can use Duolingo for foundation courses. Yes.
Okay. So prospective students, you can submit your Duolingo qualification along with your respective, along with your required documents. We will submit your applications to the Roehampton University for your foundation course. Now moving forward, there Shushmita is asking about the. Let me go through the questions first. Shushmita, you're asking, you have a third class in the bachelor degree. What you would like to, what courses is available for you? Shushmita, I think if I'm not wrong, Hamid bhai, students with third class, they'll be eligible to apply for extended masters in both Roehampton, both Northumbria and Ulster University.
Your connection wasn't the best, bhai. Your voice was cracking.
Yeah, can you hear me, bhai?
Yeah.
So basically, one of my students, Sushmita, she is asking about, she got third class in the bachelor degree. I think she is eligible for extended masters in Ulster and Roehampton and Northumbria University extended masters, both of them as well, depending on the English language mark she has at the moment. Am I correct, bhai?
Yeah. So sorry, has she completed a undergraduate or
undergraduate degree, third class?
Yeah. So if you have completed an undergraduate degree and you got a third class, you could apply to Northumbria University for graduate certificate plus masters. You could apply to Ulster University, which is called extended masters. Extended masters with Ulster University would be a lot more cheaper. and more affordable. And again, you got a choice to study in London or Birmingham with Ulster University, whereas Northumbria University is in London, but it's very centrally located. However, the pre-master course in Northumbria University is slightly more. Which part of the country is this person from, India or
This
Bangladesh?
one from Bangladesh, bhai.
Bangladesh. Okay. We can give you a maximum scholarship for this one. And the scholarship for Northumbria University is quite high, which is very good. You could go up to 6,000 with a pre-masters plus masters plus with work placement.
Okay. I would recommend you to submit your full documents to us so that we can get your offer as soon as possible. As a reminder that the places for January intake is actually filling up very quickly because a lot of international students defer their course from September session to January sessions. So the places are limited for January sessions. Whoever listening this live session, I recommend to submit their documents as soon as possible so that we can get your offer done quickly. Let's move on to the next question. Uh, we have a prospective student from India. She has. Let me go through that.
I see one question from Mohammed Jahangir Alam. He has said that does the students from foundation require UKVI B1 IELTS under new Home Office rule? Yes, they do. So if you are applying for a foundation course, it still needs to be a UKVI IELTS. However, if you have an ordinary IELTS but slightly higher, like for instance 5.5 with no less than 5.5, you can use that for foundation plus a joint CAS to your undergraduate. But if you don't have from 5.5 with no less than 5.5, then you will get single CAS, and then it needs to be a UKVI IELTS.
Okay, Pradeep Kumar is asking one question. He has 115 in Duolingo, but one of the module is 85. So, Hamid bhai, what is the lowest requirement in terms of Duolingos?
Yeah, so like I said, Duolingo ones, I think if you get all your applications through for all Duolingos, because it needs to be assessed by the university. There was a point where we were going to stop doing Duolingos, but I think the scandal has stopped. So I think the universities are now again okay to accept Duolingos. If you can please send your documents to H&H Global as soon as possible. We would then assess your application and submit to the university, and on behalf of you, we would then look into your documents and then come back to you to let you know if we could accept your mark or not for Duolingo.
Okay, as Hamid already mentioned that, it's Pradeep, could you please send your full documents to us? We need to send your full documents for getting the offer letters, and the university will verify and also will assess your Duolingo marks and give us the feedback as soon as possible.
All right. One other thing, guys, if you are on this live session and you can't book yourself a IELTS test, we've had many different options of waiting around. So I've given you examples of where we accept MOIs. I've given you a QA HE online English test available for pre-sessional students. Again, it's a single class. You don't need no documents. You could do a pre-sessional online course. If you pass, you can go into your target course. You also have pre-sessional English available within the university itself. So you could do a pre-sessional with a joint class with the relevant course you are applying for. So two ways of doing it. Either you could do it online in your home country on its own, and you pass, you go into your postgraduate, or you could do it for your postgraduate plus with a pre-sessional joint with it in UK. So it depends on how you wish to do it. The fourth options we have is you could do a QA English test, which is a free of charge English test for all students here. So any students here who has made an application with us and you are holding a conditional offer letter, we would give you a free of charge English test to any student who is able to communicate in English. If you can't communicate in English, you are definitely going to fail. It would be a waste of your time, waste of our time. So only students that have applied and they are able to communicate in English, you will be given the opportunity to apply for the QA English test. It's 2 to 3 hours long. It's done through Skype. So you can't cheat. It will be recorded, and it will be in a room on your own, making sure that no one is disturbing you. You can go to your agent's office and do it, or you could do it in the comfort of your home. As long as you have a good, stable internet connection, then you'll be fine. you won't be you need to have a laptop, and you won't be able to cheat because cameras needs to be on, and you can't have anything in your background like opening up Google or anything. You would get disqualified. But before that, you have the opportunity to take your English test with QAHE, 2 to 3 hours long. It's like IELTS. We would mark you on your speaking, your reading, your writing, and your speaking. So you will get assessed on the 4 elements like IELTS, and subject to you passing the English test. It'll take 2 weeks to book your test and another 3 days to give your results. So within 2 weeks, you pretty much would have your English test booked plus your results out. Once we issue a certificate that you have passed, you could use that to remove your IELTS condition.
Okay, thank you very much, Hamid Bhai, for explaining the English language requirement under the QA Higher Education and the mark that is accepted along with the 4 options students have. I just received another text message from one of my students. He says that he has Zahidul Alam recently finished a diploma in China, and he has came back from China to Bangladesh and wants to come to the UK. So students who has pathway of their finishing of their degrees in China, and they are coming back with a 2 years transcript. Will they eligible to apply for the bachelor degree and Alastar, or do you have to assess it?
So what's the degree they're coming away from China? What's the degree called?
With a diploma.
With a diploma. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't accept diplomas. Where either you have to have a degree. Diplomas are generally not accepted by the university because they're not classified as a degree. Especially from China, it probably won't be recognized.
Okay, so I would recommend Zahidul Alam, if you can you can send your full qualifications to us. We can still have a look whether you're eligible for the university's foundation or international year 1 course, and we'll get back to you on that. So prospective viewers, we are still in the live session for another 10 to 15 minutes, and we're going to take your questions. If you have any question in hand, if you can email us, text us in the WhatsApp number. Also, you can give us a text message. Our email address is on the screen as well, info@hhglobalEDU.co.uk. And moving forward for the next discussion by for the students who are coming for January 2021 session, what do you think? What would be their in their mind in terms of submitting applications to all of your four centers, keeping in mind that in December there is a Christmas holiday as well. So what would be recommendations? When should they keep in their hands?
I think we went through this part where Milton, but I think you've also covered as well. If you look at the application ratios, yes, in January there's limited seats available. You're absolutely right in that one. However, half of the seats generally goes because of the students that join us in September and they miss the September intake, they all get automatically transferred to January. So half of the seat is just gone on transferred students, deferral students who didn't join us in September that have paid, moved into January. So half the spaces are gone there already. Plus, it's limited seats available in January because it's not a full intake. So what I would suggest is we are still in October, guys. Any student generally who applies in December generally don't get placement because you're coming to an end of term where universities are closed for Christmas. We are also away for 2 weeks. We don't come back until New Year's. After New Year's, we just concentrate on getting your enrollment done. So application stage, conditional stage, unconditional stage, payment stage, interview stage won't be done after December. So what I would suggest is anyone who's in this call here, if you've already finished your degree off, if you've already finished your HSC off, or if you've already finished your graduation off, please send your academic documents along with your passport copy. If you have English, scan it all together and send it to your agent. They would assess your application, would suggest a suitable university that they feel as though would meet your needs. So if you're looking for Pacific areas like London, Birmingham, Newcastle, Southampton, they have a university within them areas where they could put you into one of the universities. If you have a criteria about your fees, again, like I said to you, with QA higher education, every single student on this call here is eligible for a scholarship. Everyone would get minimum of 2,000. Every single student, you'll get minimum of 2,000. But we are not saying you are only going to get 2,000. There's going to be loads of you here who would get a lot more than 2,000, and take the opportunity to see what you're eligible for, make your application, send your documents through with the application form, and you'll be able to get your offer letter with the scholarships attached. Um, we need the applications to come in early. The reason why I always say early is purely because during the month of December, it will be very slow. It will take you forever, and you'll be very disappointed. If you make your applications now, you'll get your offer letter within the next week or two, and then you have enough time from that to then move yourself onto a unconditional and make your payment, and then we all do a interview. Anyone that's already that's made a payment, we would all do an interview with you, not because we want to reject you. We'll do an interview because we want to find out you are a genuine student. We want to find out the university you have applied for. You've done some research, like for instance, where the location is, what the university's name is, the course you have applied for. We want to find that you looked at the course contents, like the modules, and the after you finish your degree of what is it that you want to do. So it has to be a genuine answer. Like, you're spending a lot of money to do a degree of, yes, the degree is going to make you more employable. It's going to make you find better jobs. It's going to make you a lot more knowledgeable. It's going to make you a lot more productive. It's going to open up your mind. Loads of things that a degree does to you. Yeah, it's something that people say money can't buy, but you are buying that because you generally need to pass that to get yourself into that position. Yeah, it's an achievement that would be with you lifetime. It's something that you appreciate. It's something that no one could take away from you. It's something that you could pass on to your kids. Your kids are generally proud, and generally you have a better lifestyle, because you know what, a degree just opens up your mind to so many other areas. Think areas that you felt as though like it's not for you. That's the areas that it opens up for you, and this is what it's doing to you. Everyone spends a lot of money, not just to become bright, but to find some sort of areas where they could work in, maybe open up their own business, maybe work in a multinational company, maybe work in a higher position, maybe get into a management role, maybe get into a director's role, whichever your ambition is. This is why you are applying for a degree. And this is why we always say it's very important, firstly, to find yourself the right university, the right course, and the right country. Yes, fees, scholarships do matter, and requirements do matter. We understand everyone's from different background. It does matter. You can take that into consideration. Hence why we have 4 universities where it caters for 4 different areas here. Please do make the applications early. Send them over to H&H. They will assess it for you. They will get you the offer letters. Please be patient as well, because it is now starting to get busier. The earlier you make the application, the quicker you're going to get a response. The later you make it, it will take you 2 to 3 weeks to get a response. So right now we're working with 7 to 10 working days turnaround time to get your offer letters. If you make your application, you get your offer letter. Your offer letter may say to you, you need a revised CV or a revised personal statement. That's not because we want to reject you. It's because the CV that you have provided, maybe it's got some information missing on your CV, or the personal statement that you have submitted does not talk about the university or the right course or the right job you want to do. Okay, you have a chance to re-edit that. Your agents would be able to help you, and then you could submit that to us, and then you get your unconditional. Once you get your unconditional, you would then need to make your minimum payment. We suggest everyone to make full payment if you can. If you can't, that does not mean you won't get your cash. You still can get your cash, but the more you pay, the better visa success rate you generally get, and there's less that you need to pay once you're in the UK. And generally, your admission process is a lot more smoother. Once you make your payment, we would do an interview with you, and the interview is called pre-CAS interview. That is all given to you, not to reject you or anything, to make sure that if you do have an interview by UKVI, which is the immigration, you say the right thing. If you say the wrong thing, then your visa can get refused. Our visa refusal rate to be fair, is very minimal. It's because when we take students on, we make sure you are credible before you apply for your visas. Again, with the H&H, they would provide, so before you book your interview in, H&H would get in touch with you, go through with you about the course content, go through with you about your career plan, prepare you with the right answers, and then you come on to an interview. And then when you do it, at that time, you will have all the right answers. So that's generally what the process is. It doesn't take long. If you do fail your pre-CAS interview, we do give you another chance. But if you take the compliance interview, we won't give you another chance. Compliance interviews are given to students who previously had visa refusals if they've been to another country, or have a very long gap, like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years gap. The compliance interview is required there, or they've done a degree, but the next degree they're applying for is in a complete different sector. You would need a compliance interview. If you have the right answers, you would pass. If you have the wrong answers where you haven't done your research, you would fail. Yeah, our job is to make sure you do not get a visa refusal. That's what we want to make sure. So we would only pass you if we feel as though that you are a less risk. If you fail at that time, then because you haven't paid the university, it'll be okay. Though you won't be able to. But if you make a visa application after you paid, then you would lose some of your money because of the visa refusal. This is why it's very important when you are submitting your documents. It's a correct document you are submitting. You are providing the correct information to your agency. If you have visa refusal, be honest with the agency. They would always give you the right guidance. Yeah. Um, Anything that is required, be honest. If you've been to a different country, tell us, because if you it's more likely you'll be refused by hiding information than not providing information. So provide all your information. Your agency would be able to help you say, yep, this is correct, okay, maybe we need to amend this, and they would guide you for the right way, because they have very strong experience in terms of providing correct information to students and making sure they are getting the right service in terms of what's right for them, how they should make an application, what kind of results they would get, and they will do whatever is required to get you onto that university, making sure your visa risk is low, making sure your visa success rate is very high, making sure the university you're going to is the right university, making sure the fees that you are paying, you are getting your scholarships. Like we said in this call here, everyone here in this call would get themselves a scholarships. Take that advantage. Take the advantage of our English waivers for MOI. Take the advantage of our QA English that's available, and the fact that we are also based in London, Birmingham, Newcastle, Solent. All throughout. If you look at the map of UK, we are from bottom of the map right to the top. We've got university in the 4 areas here. We cater for foundation courses, undergraduate courses, postgraduate courses, and we have generally 3 intakes. You have intakes in January, you have intake in May, and you have intake in September. We've now fully closed the September intake. You've now starting the January intake. I would suggest you guys apply for January intake, because January intakes the master course is 24 months. September intake, our master course becomes 18 months because of there is no summer break. So if you were to apply in January, your visa duration would be slightly longer. Even though the reason why you're applying to UK should not be because of visa duration. We know sometimes visa duration, especially for South Asian students, is very important, because you feel as though you get more exposure to the country, you have more opportunity to make more work for longer, and so on. So, but UKVI don't like that. So what we are trying to say is, if you want to be in UK for slightly longer, apply for the January intake, but make sure it's not something that you are telling immigration, because they do not want to hear that you are coming to UK for longer duration. They want to know that you are coming here to do a degree, and to pass a degree and maybe set up your own business in your home country or something. But this is what UKVI are looking at. It's all about, there's no reason why you'll be refused. The only reason why you'll be refused is if you are lying, if you are contradicting yourself. All UKVI are doing is making sure they're asking you a question. If you answer the question they ask you, there's no reason they would refuse you. They would ask you their fundamental four question: why the university, why the UK, future career plan. If you answer them correctly, you'll get your visa. If you answer any of them incorrectly, they will ask you further more questions until you get questions wrong. So there should not be any nervousness, because the university would take that away from you. When we do your pre-cast interview, this is where we ask them questions. So when UKVI asks them questions, you'll be a bit more confident answering them. So good luck, everyone here. If you got any final questions, you still have a couple of minutes to put your last questions forward.
Yeah, thank you very much, Hamid bhai, for your descriptive answers for a couple of the questions. I was explaining our prospective students for the January session to apply early. So our viewers, we are actually nearly finishing our sessions today, and as I mentioned that we had a long discussion about QA courses and the application process, along with that the CAS process, the interview process, along the entry requirements for different courses with English entry requirements. If you have anything in your mind, if you want to ask any questions, we are here for another 1 or 2 minutes. After that, we're gonna conclude our sessions today. Uh, what I want as a closing speech, what I want to say to our prospective students, H&H Global is a global platform for international students with offices in India, Bangladesh, and Morocco and around the world. So if you are from any of the countries in South Asia or any of the countries around the world, you can still submit your queries to us to our email address mentioned in the screen. Our WhatsApp number is open as well, and QA Higher Education is offering variety of courses. So it is a very good opportunity for our prospective students taking the opportunity to make their application as soon as possible. As Hamid Bhai already mentioned that for January session is very demanding, depending on the students who are whether what course they are going for, and mostly the courses offered by Northern BI and Ulster are 21 to 24 months. A lot of students due to COVID-19 deferred their course from September to January. So feel free to send your application as soon as possible. Process it. Give us some time, at least 1 or 2 weeks time to process your application to the university. Get the offer letters done. As soon as you get the offer letters, don't wait too long to pay your deposits. Pay the deposit as soon as possible. Book your interview with us. Our dedicated team is available in India and Bangladesh to help you and prepare you for the credibility interview. And along with that, we are actually we provide career-based guidelines. So depending on your previous qualification, we can guide you what course you needed for your prospective future career. So our dedicated team is working for you. And I thank you very much, Hamid Bhai, for joining our sessions today. I hope to have another session in upcoming future. So thank you very much, Hamid Bhai, for joining us today. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone that's been on this call here. If you have questions, you haven't answered any of the questions, please get back to H&H, and they should be able to still answer your question via email or Skype or WhatsApp, whichever way you want. Thank you all. Good luck, and thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So, dear viewers, we finished our session today with our QA regional manager, Mr. Abdul Hamid. As I mentioned, we have gone through the whole courses available under QA Higher Education. But still, if you have any question in hand, please feel free to email us. Also text us as well through WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger. And our next live session will be on next Monday, where one of our another partner is coming. So till then, take care and be safe.